Hello everybody. Today we are gonna show you the most important and interesting things about South Korea, including the political and economic system. And for this there are some specialists that will teach you all about this country. South Korea is located in East Asia. This country constitutes the southern part of the Korean peninsula and also shares border with North Korea. And extends more than 1,100 kilometers from the Asian mainland. South Korea has a population over 51.6 million of people that increased year by year. After the Second World War and with the development of the country, caused that the population increased and promote the tourism. The big influence and all these things cause that many people want to live here. South Korea is a highly developed country and the 11th largest economy by nominal GDP. And now there are also some important information that you must know. South Korea maintains relations with more than 188 countries. The country has also been a member of the United Nations since 1991. The currency of the country is the Korean yen and is equivalent a
The South Korea economy has grown remarkably since the early 1960s. In that time, South Korea transforming itself from a poor agrarian society to one of the world's most highly industrialized nations.
This growth was driven primarily and beginning in 1962. This strategy was implemented in a series of economic development plans.
The first targeted industries were textile and light manufacturing followed in the 1970s. By the development of export-oriented industries and the abundance of highly skilled and educated labor, fostered by strong government support. Government and business later together fashioned a strategy of targeting specific industries for development. Heavy industries as iron and steel and chemicals. Still later, the focus shifted to such high technology industries as automobiles, electronics, and information technology.
South Korea is the fifth largest export economy in the world and the sixth most complex economy according to the Economic Complexity Index.
In 2017, South Korea exported $596 billion and imported $471 billion, resulting in a positive trade balance of $124 billion.
System of government highlights centuries during most of the South Korea existence is placed under the Sixth Republic. The president election by direct date, popular election for a single 5-year time is the herald of the state and the government and commander the armament force.
Provincial governors and city mayors of the provincial level are popularly elected.
Constitutional structure is a basic primary of the president system of the United States and is based on separation of the powers between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Each house of popular elected legislative council. The provinces are divided into counties, weapon, and cities, yes, and larger cities, code, and enclosed town. South Korea is divided into the 9 provinces of Jeju, North Korea, South Korea, North Chungcheong, South Chungcheong, Gongwon, Gyeonggi, North Gangwon, and South Gangwon, and the metropolitan cities Gongwon of Seoul, Busan, Daejeon, Incheon, Gangwon-gi, Daejeon, and Ulsan.
The members of the National Assembly are the 300 elected for a combination of direct and indirect election of periods of 4 years.
Judiciary consists of the Supreme Court, three courts of appeal. These court courts are family courts, patent court, and administrative and local courts. The Supreme Court is empowered to import the constitutions and all other state laws and to regulate the legislative of government regulation and activities.
South Korea centered its attention primarily on small growing businesses, supporting them through state intervention in order to improve the country's economy. But to be able to understand why this occurred, we must apprehend some theory.
The relation between public and private sectors, which is sustained by a theory called the State Business Relations, or SBR, is one of the most important factors, if managed correctly, to overcome any possible economic issues of a country. Dirk Willem T. Velde argues that effective SBRs fulfill a helpful steering role in industrial development by overcoming two concerns. First, there are market failures. The market alone cannot achieve an optimal allocation of resources. Markets can fail in areas such as education, innovation, or climate change. And second, there are government failures. State actors may not be able to address market failures on their own. However, effective SBRs can address market, coordination, and government failures through effective communication and remove binding constraints to growth by improving the investment climate, providing market-enhancing public investment, and reducing policy uncertainty.
Taking this into account, we can understand why South Korea centered its attention primarily on business conglomerates in order to enhance their economic growth.
These business conglomerates are a group of massive, mostly family-run businesses called the chaebol, which dominate South Korea's economy and wields extraordinary influence over its politics. These powerful entities played a central role in transforming what once was a humble agrarian market into one of the world's largest economies. But what are chaebols? The word chaebol itself is a combination of the Korean words chae, which stands for wealth, and bol, which stands for clan. These are family-owned businesses that typically have subsidiaries across diverse industries. Traditionally, the chaebol corporate structure places members of the founding family in ownership or management positions, allowing them to maintain control over affiliates. Chaebols have relied on close cooperation with the government for their success. Decades of support in the form of subsidies, loans, and tax incentives helped them become pillars of the South Korean economy. This state-business relation became so tight that today some politicians look to chaebol for financial support during campaigns and often tout chaebol economic successes as national ones. To exemplify the chaebol's relation with the state's success, we can take a view at two of the largest chaebols of South Korea. These are Samsung and Hyundai. Samsung, founded in 1938, is South Korea's most profitable chaebol, but it began as a small company that exported goods such as fruit, dried fish, and noodles primarily to China. Today, the conglomerate is run by second and third generation members of the Lee family, the second wealthiest family in Asia according to Forbes. Over the past 80 years, the company has diversified to include electronics, insurance, ships, luxury hotels, hospitals, and amusement park, and an affiliated university. Its largest and most recognized subsidiary is Samsung Electronics, which for the past decade has accounted for more than 14% of South Korea's gross domestic product. Hyundai, on the other hand, was a small construction business when it opened in 1947, but grew immensely to have dozens of subsidiaries across the automotive, shipbuilding, financial, and electronics industries. In 2003, following the Asian financial crisis and the death of its founder, Chung Ju-young, the chaebol broke up into 5 distinct firms. Among the standout offshoots are Hyundai Motor Group, the third largest car maker in the world, and Hyundai Heavy Industries, the world's largest shipbuilding company.
South Korea has experienced remarkable success in combining and fast economic growth with significant reductions in poverty. Income per capita increased from $100 in 1963 to almost $30,000 today, although the unemployment rate has been decreasing and there are better conditions of life. And now that you know more about this country, will you come here to visit and know South Korea by yourself?